Hey buddy, welcome back to the channel and to World of Warships. So today I have a game of the tier 10 Russian premium cruiser, the very loved one, the Smolensk. And it's a 3-cap domination game on the map Shard, and we spawn on the south side. So I know a lot of people really hate this ship, and I mean it's really broken, overpowered, and I wished Wargaming never had put this ship in the game, but since it is in the game, you might as well play it now and then. And this was a quite interesting game because I do think that this might be the closest game ever recorded. I'm not 100% sure that it's the closest game ever recorded on any servers, but just take a look at the ticket count and the clock in the end of this battle, and you will understand what I'm talking about. When the game was over, I wasn't really sure about the results until the actual first post-battle screen result came up, because I wasn't really sure that the game actually counted right. So yeah, it's a really close game, and I have to play the Smolensk in a kind of a unusual way in the later half of the game, which is also kind of nice to see, because usually Smolensk play like I play in the start of the game, which is hiding behind islands or in smoke screens and just spamming the incoming ships. But in the late game I actually have to push in and go 1 versus 3 or 1 versus 4 and really duke it out with both carriers and surface ships. So that is kind of a nice game as well. Now, short disclaimer, I don't have the post-battle screen results for this game, unfortunately. My recording cut that one out, and I hadn't saved the screenshots. But you can be assured that it was quite a profitable game, both in damage and in XP and credits. So I have pushed up towards the A cap on the shards because I want to support our friendly destroyer, the Z-52. There is only one destroyer per team, so of course protecting him will be my primary focus in this game. The destroyer on the enemy team has successfully captured the B point, so the pressure is on for us to start earning some points as well. And this also is a pretty nice game to watch, because this match was not really that normal steamroll that you see in tier 10 matches these days, where one team pretty much just steamrolls over the other and wins by 12-0 pretty much. So this was quite an exciting game, and you couldn't really tell how it's gonna end up until exactly the last second, or even the second after the game ended. You will understand me better when you watch the end of the game. So here I'm just trying to play the normal Smolensk playstyle, which is kind of like a Wooster. Stay close to the caps to support your DD buddy, and just spam the pushing ships, trying to discourage them to push your location pretty much. So I set 3 fires so far, and 4 fires, sorry, and done about 50k damage. And we actually lose our first ship now, 5 minutes in, which is also kind of unusual in tier 10 matchmaking right now. Usually tier 10 matches 5 minutes in, it's one team have lost half their ships pretty much. So every time you see a game where guys actually understand to survive a little bit longer is always a more interesting point of view. So we successfully managed to cap the A cap. Now I do have to apologize because I was quite salty when I played this game, because I had that kind of experience in about 10 games before this, where people just didn't do what they're supposed to do, or they just suicided in the first 3 minutes. So I'm about to spam the Z52 a bit here, because I want him to stop hiding behind an island and start pushing the B cap instead. Because I'm here ready to support him, and as you can see, the teams play kind of a ring around the rosy at the C cap, and nothing really gets done, even though the majority of the ships are up there. So we would really need to secure the B cap to secure the win for our team. But for some reason the Z52 chooses to go around the islands right at the map border instead of pushing inland. And now he's also been caught in a kind of a knife fight with the enemy destroyer that is actually pushing our cap right now. So right now it doesn't really look promising for our team. We also lost 2 battleships, which is not really unusual or strange, unfortunately, but you just wonder how a big battleship with all that HP and heal can't last longer than this time. So I'm just trying to do whatever I can, which is pretty much just spam any ship that is close to me on the map, but I'm trying to keep my central position on the map so I can be ready to support whenever my comrades down at the A cap actually feel like pushing out behind those islands that they have parked around in about half the match. So I'm not really sure what they're waiting for, but it would be great if they could come and help me secure the B cap. Since the enemy team is still pretty preoccupied up at the C cap, so this is kind of a perfect opportunity for us to push up and secure that part of the map for our team. But you can't really do that much alone against so many ships, and also being able to get into crossfire positions from the enemy team, which is not really a great position for a Smolensk to be in. Now the Z52 has actually started to make a journey towards the enemy spawn. Not really what I would hoped he'd do, but yeah. He also is pushing right into enemy Des Moines that is parked in that usual spot by the B cap. And that is why I don't really know why he chose that way to go, instead of going around below the A cap, pretty much where I am right now, and push into the B cap from this direction where the Des Moines couldn't hurt him. But instead he goes pretty much out in the open water against the Des Moines. So yeah, I'm not really that hopeful. Now I'm starting to ping the map again because half my team is still just sleeping in the A cap and has been for longer than half the match now. So I'm really hoping them to actually push out from the A cap and actually start to help me push the B cap instead. But this is tier 10 matchmaking. You can't really assume too much about players. Assume that they actually understand to read the minimap and understand how to have a proper tactic in a match. So I'm starting to push up the B cap because, as you can see, our comrades up at the C cap has pretty much failed and are surrounded by enemy ships. So I'm thinking they will die pretty soon, and then we will have the even teams and they will have a cap advantage. So we really need to start securing this game. So I'm just trying to focus every ship on the red team that is actually pushing the B cap. Trying to persuade them to turn around and head back. I do see on the minimap there's a Yoshino, I think, pushing, and also, yeah, it's 2 cruisers pushing the B cap. So that's not really great for me because a Yoshino can pretty much just smack me in my broadsides with his armor piercing. And yeah, that wouldn't be a great outcome for me. So I'm switching to armor piercing, trying to maybe get some good damage in on this Yoshino, but unfortunately he turns in because he sees my attack coming. So I switch back to HE instead. I have launched some torps, but he make a tactic beaching on the island. So I'm not... I don't think those will hit actually. Or maybe they will, if I'm lucky. But I managed to land a fire at least on him. But he is reversing in behind this island, and now he's pretty much blocking the B cap. Which I really didn't want happening, because I want my Zed to be able to push in and secure it. Now for some reason our Zed actually team kills our gross occur first. I'm not really certain what happened there, but yeah, as you can see, Yoshino really can hurt the Smolensk. And that was at a very great angle, so this is not really a fight I want to take, but I already committed, and now I really need to just try and kill this guy off as quickly as possible. But I still wonder what my teammates are doing at the B cap, because no one seems to be shooting this guy. Well, right when I said that, there were actually one other team member that was able to shoot him. But as you can see, this match is far from over, but we have equal amount of ships, but they have a pretty huge lead ticket-wise, and they have 2 of the 3 caps. Now it looks like the Yoshino is moving off the B cap, so I'm just hoping that the Z52 will actually start moving in, because we really need to secure this cap as soon as possible, otherwise this game will be over. So I'm just trying to push towards the B cap. Worst case scenario, I will have to cap it for myself. And on my way to the B cap, I will have to try and do as much ship damage as possible against these ships. But of course, this is a Yoshino and a Montana in the background, and that is not really a fight that I can take in open water, because they will just blap me to death. I'm just hoping this last salvo doesn't hit me, and I'm actually able to dodge it in my smoke. So now I start focusing this Montana instead. Now the Zed has actually started to capturing the B cap, and he actually managed to do it in the end. It only took him 16 minutes. But now I really have to try to kill off this Montana as quickly as possible, because we won't have a chance, pretty much, if he survives. So he can blap me or the other Smolensk on my team. It looks like the Zed is under attack from the carrier, and yeah, unfortunately the Zed goes down. It looks like one Torp hit the Montana, so that should force damage con on him. I have no vision of him right now, so I just threw away my torps in the general direction where he was last spotted, and now I have to try and kite away and survive, hopefully. Yeah, I got lucky. Those shells didn't hit. But he must have used damage con, so any fires I land on this guy now would be permanent ones. I also have the assistance from the other Smolensk and from our carrier, so we actually managed to kill him off. But now it's only me and the carrier left alive against Yoshino, Smolensk and the enemy carrier. And as you can see, they lead by more than 200, almost 300 points. So I understand that this game is lost. I mean, there's no chance in hell that I can carry this game. It's been an uphill struggle from the beginning, and now it's pretty much a done deal that the red team will win. But I thought I will push in at least and try to get some extra damage in before we lose. So I head towards this Smolensk and Yoshino while trying to dodge the enemy carrier as well. But as you can see on the points, they're up 916 and counting, and it's only 2 minutes left of the game. But look at the ticket counters and the clock when it starts closing in on the end of this game, because I'm still not really sure that the outcome was actually right. I think it might be some lag or a bug or something, because this is at least the closest game I have ever played in I think over 8,000 games or something from close beta testing. So I managed to kill off the Smolensk, but now it's still me versus the Yoshino, and they have a huge ticket advantage still. I spot some torps, and here comes the Yoshino. I'm just very careful that he will blap my broadsides with AP, so I'm trying to stay angled, switching to armor piercing because he is showing me a pretty big broadside. My caliber is not really as punishing as he is, unfortunately, but he still continues to try and blap me with HE. And I'm also under fire from the enemy carrier. So I actually managed to kill him off. But they still have a points lead. But it's only 30 seconds left of the game. I still think that this will be an impossible win pretty much. As you can see by the counters on the left side of the real counters, it says that I need 1 minute 45 seconds to win, and it's only 12 seconds. And 7, 6, look at the ticket counters, 2, 1, 0. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I was pretty sure those last tickets, points came in after the game had ended. But who am I to complain, right? So I want to thank you guys so much for checking out this video. Please leave a like and a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more amazing World of Warships gameplays. Until next time guys, have a good one. Bye bye.